Hello? Is this working? Am I live? I might be live. This is a very impromptu stream. Oh, I am live. Look at this. Okay, so this stream was not planned, and it won't last long. But I've caught a parasitoid. There was a parasitoid on my computer screen up here, and I don't know what kind of guy it is, but I've got this pocket microscope. This thing, little pocket microscope. And I should be able to live stream my parasitoid. So this is 10 times magnification, which is, you might see my gross fingers. I haven't cleaned my fingers in preparation for this because it's almost 11 o'clock at night and I wasn't planning to just go live. But look at this. Look at this cute fellow. If anyone in chat knows what guy this is, I'm not really accustomed to living, breathing parasitoids. I'm used to seeing their kind of corpses. I don't want to kill this guy though. But he's pretty cute. He's very confused. I've got him in it's just a run-of-the-mill test tube, but it's a bit dirty, which is not ideal. Let me get the focus right. Ooh. Yeah. Hi. I know. Look, he's trying to get out through the crack. If he can manage it, I'll let him go, I suppose, and in the stream, but I'm not that confident he's going to be able to do it. I want to get a look at your eyes. What are you? Now, so there are some. Oh, I know what he is. Okay, I know what kind of wasp he is. Actually, he's an interesting one. I don't know if I've seen this guy. So there are some diagnostic features of parasitoids that will come in handy. The first is the antenna segments. Now, it's very hard to catch how many antennal segments there are. If anyone of you ghosts in the audience is able to tell me how many antenna segments this thing has, I'll be impressed. But what I want to look at is the wing veins. I have to occasionally lift up the vial because I don't want it to suffocate. I don't know how long it takes for a wasp to consume all the air in a test tube. I presume a decent amount of time, especially since this might actually not be perfectly sealed, might not be perfectly flat on the surface, which would be good because that means I wouldn't have to worry about it. But we don't want this guy to suffocate, so for its sake, we shan't. We'll give it plenty of air breaks. But the nice thing about wasps is that they'll generally, or bugs in general, they'll generally try to go up. They want to get to higher ground. So if you can trap them in a tube, they will, even if you lift it up, not like immediately know to go down to get out. That's why those bottle traps work to catch flies. But this one's not a fly. This is a wasp. It's pretty little. My fingers are a bit grubby, but I can put my finger on the microscope so you can see it in comparison to my finger. Maybe. Whoa. There's my finger. There's the wasp. So almost the length of my fingernail, maybe? Pretty tiny, really. But what he lacks in size, he makes up for in charm. I'm in the habit of using he to like gender things. I don't mean to presume that this is a male wasp. It could very well be a female. We may. Hi. Abel wants to come in. So the types of wasp that this is likely to be, I think, are either a chalcid or a seraphoronid. It's hard to get a clean picture. This microscope does have a picture function, but the glare is not great either. But if I turn the light off, it's gonna. The white balance is struggling. If I turn the light off, we'll lose the glare, but we may also lose I'd like to actually see. Yeah, I'll put the light back on. Sorry, guy. Hi. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to kill you. You're actually safe. There are more dangerous places for a wayward wasp to wander into than my test tube, because I am a merciful fella. Centeno is so funny. I want to get a good look at the back of his wings, because if he's a seraphronid, he'll have this very, very distinct vein. Seraphronids, they have kind of like the wing that goes up, and then at kind of the uppermost point of the wing, there'll be so let's see if I can do it with my hands. So you have a wing. This is where I mirrored in the camera. This is where the wasp starts, and then the wing kind of goes whoop and then narrows. About here, there'll be either a dot, like a black splodge, and then a single curving vein that curves that way, like this. Or there will be just a little dot and then a curved vein. So, if we can get a look at the wing, that could tell us an awful lot about what this is. If it's a calcid, I'm probably not going to be able to ID it any better than that, because there's a lot of calcids. They're very diverse, but yeah, hi. You should like sit still for a second so I can get a proper look at you. This is the kind of wasp that I could probably ID in about, well, not to species level, but I could tell you what kind of wasp it is in about 5 seconds if I killed it, but I don't want to kill it. That seems mean, so we're just going to kind of watch it wander around. Yeah. Hi. I considered creating a better surface for it. One of the problems is that it's sort of up on the walls a lot. I've got there's a plastic lid. You can see the edge of the lid. We could try to trap it under here, but if it gets away, then the stream will end, and it's boring. I can also just try to look with my eye, but it is pretty small. I would like you to stay on that bottom surface more, for my friend. Could you go under this lid? I wonder. There is space for you. I'd be even more worried about suffocation. Let's see if we can do a maneuver. If he gets out, that's all good. This will be a very short stream. My private.